The job your kids grow up expecting to have probably won't exist. Not because robots are taking over, not because companies suddenly stopped hiring, but because the entire economic model behind work is changing, and most people haven't noticed yet. Think about your typical workday, the commute, the inbox that never empties, the meetings about meetings, the endless back and forth that somehow fills every calendar. For over 100 years, this was simply what work looked like. You wanted to grow a company, you hired more people, needed more output, you added more departments, needed more revenue, you added more managers. It was the only way. But what if that model is already disappearing? What if we are the last generation that will work this way? For most of modern history, growth and headcount were inseparable. If a company wanted to double revenue, it usually needed more employees, more salespeople, more support staff, more managers, more office space, more overhead. Every new layer added cost, complexity, and communication. The organization chart became the blueprint for growth, a pyramid, wide at the bottom, narrow at the top. And for decades, it worked. The largest companies in the world were often the companies with the largest workforces. But hidden inside that model was an assumption that human labor was the only way to scale work. That assumption held true for over a century. Today, it doesn't. Something fundamental has changed. Not technology, economics. For the first time in history, a single person can produce the output that once required an entire department. Marketing campaigns can be created, tested, optimized, and launched automatically. Customer support can operate 24 hours a day. Reports can be generated instantly. Data can be analyzed in seconds. Software can help build software. This isn't about chatbots. It's about digital workers. Systems that operate continuously. Systems that never sleep. Systems that scale instantly. And here's the uncomfortable part. Most people assume they'll have years to adapt. History suggests otherwise. Technology changes slowly until it doesn't. Then entire industries wake up one morning and realize the rules changed while they were sleeping. The work still gets done. The output still exists. But fewer humans are needed to execute it, and the traditional org chart begins to shrink. Imagine a company with 10 people, not 10 executives managing 1,000 employees. Just 10 people, 10 decision makers, 10 leaders, 10 operators, supported by an ecosystem of intelligent systems handling execution. 5 years ago, that would have sounded ridiculous. Today, it's already happening. Small teams are generating revenue numbers that once required entire office buildings. A founder can launch products globally, build marketing campaigns, automate customer support, analyze performance, manage operations, without hiring dozens of employees. The factory of the future isn't a building, it's a network. Distributed, digital, operating around the clock while leadership sleeps. For the first time in history, ambition is becoming disconnected from payroll. And that changes everything. So where does that leave us? Actually, in a very important position. Because while machines can execute, they still struggle to lead. They can generate options. They cannot decide what matters. They can analyze data. They cannot create vision. They can write the email. They cannot build trust. The most valuable skills are becoming more human, not less. Judgment, leadership, creativity, relationships, critical thinking, the ability to make decisions when the data is incomplete, the ability to inspire people around a mission. These aren't disappearing. They're becoming more valuable than ever. The winners won't be the people who work the hardest. They'll be the people who make the best decisions and leverage technology to multiply their impact. The question isn't whether AI will change work. It already has. The real question is whether you'll learn to work alongside it before everyone else does. Your grandparents worked with their hands. Your parents worked with computers. You may be the last generation that works the way humans have worked for over a century. The people who understand what's coming won't be replaced by AI. They'll replace the people who don't. The last generation to work like this.